Welcome to Coffee and Conversions, your casual segment on the top B2B marketing tactics from experiences, not textbooks. Here are your hosts, Dan and Myles.
Hey marketers, welcome to another episode of Coffee and Conversions. Today we're going to be touching on Google Tag Manager. It's one of our favorite Google properties to use here at OM, as we are a little more of a analytics and tech-focused digital marketing agency. So how about, first off, Dan, you introduce why do we use Google Tag Manager?
Yeah, great question. I think we use Google Tag Manager for a lot of reasons. The driving force is that in today's world where there's so much data available, as we all know, we're integrating a lot of tools and pixels into our website. One that can be challenging, it can be intimidating for some people, and Google's really provided a really amazing tool where you just add a container and then anyone with access to Google Tag Manager can add or remove tags.
Nice.
It's a lot of reasons for it. One is speed, especially with larger companies or any company that has an IT department. Anytime you want to add a new tag, let's say we're going to start doing Twitter advertising, want to add our Twitter tag, typically have to go through a development team. And as a marketer, and you marketers know how that goes. So ultimately what Tag Manager allows us to do is move quicker by only having the tech team input the container, and then we can just log in and add any tag that we want.
Cool. Quick before you move on to your next point, when you talk about speed, obviously you're talking about it in terms of how quickly we can implement something and get started with something. Is there an aspect of Google Tag Manager having too many containers or tags to where it may slow down our speed? Is that something we want to be conscious of? Or is there really no negative effect from having 200 tags versus 10 tags?
Good question, and the answer is yes and yes. So without Google Tag Manager, what ends up happening is you put too many individual tags on your website, which can really slow you down. Tag Manager, in theory, takes away some of that, I guess, drag, where it's one tag that's firing all your tags. So it shouldn't affect your speed as much. What you do want to be mindful of, and this is just more of like a quarterly process that we suggest every company goes through, is you shift agencies, shift marketing employees, things like that. Websites end up getting just full of useless tags that nobody's using. So obviously keep what you have, use Google Tag Manager so it's got good tag hygiene, but go through a quarterly process of removing anything that you might not be using anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's whoever you have on your SEO team, that should, obviously mobile and desktop site speed are a concern, so that's definitely something they should be monitoring as well. So second point, why might you be using Google Tag Manager, or why do we like to use Google Tag Manager?
Yeah, so speed. Two is hygiene. We kind of already touched on this, but a single place where you control all your tags, they're not getting lost in the code, you're not filtering through multiple headers, maybe you have a different subdomain for your blog and your core site, really allows us that single place where we can keep our tags clean, remove them when we're not using them, add them when we need new ones. And hygiene is really important. Very often you'll run into issues where there's just tags that are battling with each other, they're not firing properly, they're causing website issues, and that is a really, really important reason. Anything when it comes to marketing in today's world with so much technology and so many tools and so many tags, we find hygiene to be a huge area of importance.
Definitely, and within monitoring if tags are firing or not, that is debug or preview mode of Google Tag Manager. Just so everyone knows, Google Tag Manager just released a update for Tag Assistant. It's in beta right now, and one of our marketers, Vlad, just took us through a walkthrough through that new beta. There's a new interface and some new features, so definitely check out that video.
Nice. YouTube?
YouTube.
Nice.
YouTube.
Check it out.
So do you have another reason why we use Google Tag Manager here at OM, or?
Really, what Myles just mentioned, troubleshooting and mitigating risk are both really, really important. Tags can often create issues. They can battle with each other. Especially when you're thinking conversion tracking, you'll very often have tags that just won't fire. And Google Tag Manager just gives us a clean place where we don't need an IT team and can really troubleshoot and solve problems. It has a really good live troubleshooting tool. And really, we don't see this decreasing. Tags and JavaScripts and things like that are going to continue to increase as technology progresses, which is why not only are we seeing this as demand from a lot of our clients, we're pretty much demanding it of them as well, where we want to make sure that we are built for scale with good hygiene.
Yeah, definitely. At the end of the day, it's just a good resource to have. It doesn't hurt anything. It's only going to help us. So Google Tag Manager can get difficult. It can get kind of out of hand. So we hope this gives you some advice on how to keep it clean and what Google Tag Manager really is and the benefits of it. And check out our most recent YouTube video. Check out that Tag Assistant update.
Yeah, I think to jump, just one more thing before we wrap up here is, despite everything that we said, Tag Manager can be a challenging tool. It's definitely one of the more technical tools. And even on our side, we've been doing Tag Manager for many years. We're continually stay on top of it to learn its new features, its capabilities, and how to troubleshoot when something goes wrong. So definitely make sure you read up on the information out there, you watch some videos before you get your hands dirty, because it's the same way it's super powerful. You can also risk turning off all your tags.
And with that, one more thing, we also have a blog around the 10 mistakes you don't want to make with Google Tag Manager. So check out that blog. Make sure you're not making those mistakes. Follow our advice here, and you'll see some good benefits from GTM.
Yeah, and if you have any questions, reach out.
Cool. Thanks, guys.